What's up, YouTube? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today, as you guys can see by the title below, I'm going to be discussing how to develop a strong mindset. For a lot of people, this is something that comes naturally. They were born this way. They were strong-minded since the day they were born. And for a lot of other people, they develop this because of hardships, because of circumstances that they have experienced that have forced them to create a strong mindset, okay? So in this video, as always, I'm going to share my experience and the things that have helped me develop a strong mindset, okay? The first and most important thing is my belief in the man upstairs, knowing that he's got me, knowing that he's going to take me out of situations that I don't belong in, knowing that he's going to direct me, knowing that he's going to give me the wisdom that I need, the peace, the calm, everything that I need. I know that through faith, through prayer, through meditation, God will provide. So my strong mindset, okay, comes from my belief in God's love and protection for me. So that's what gives me the strength to stand behind my decisions, to stand up for the things that I believe are right, to not fear others, and stand firm on the things that I believe in, okay? My convictions, my mindset has been strong for many, many years, okay? Because I know that there's a higher power backing me up, okay? So that makes my mind and my confidence and everything else strong. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but believers, people who have a strong faith, who are very connected to God, are one of the strongest people that you will encounter. Sometimes they will seem, like nothing moves them, nothing shakes them. And this is because of God, because of the strength, the endurance that God has provided them with. The strongest people that I know are believers. They are strong in faith, and they are backed up by the Almighty, okay? There's no higher source of strength, energy, and peace than the man above, okay? So that had to go first on my list. God, okay? That's my number one source of strength to keep me strong up here and not be defeated by life, okay? Because life will test you, and you do need to develop a strong mindset to do just about anything worth achieving, okay? So another thing, a spirit of perseverance, knowing that you shouldn't give up, not on yourself, not on life, not on any of your personal and professional goals. A spirit of perseverance. That means it doesn't matter how many times life knocks you down, you're going to get up. Not being discouraged by words of naysayers, of bad circumstances, or any sort of adversity. Simply pushing through and keep on going, okay? Exhaust all your avenues and maintain your energy high, okay? Having a spirit of not giving up is going to create a strong mindset. A spirit of not giving up, a spirit of perseverance. It means you take a break when you need to, because we're human, right? So throughout life, there are things that are going to knock us down, things that are going to happen, illnesses, situations that are going to slow us down. That doesn't mean stop going. That means you may need to slow down for a minute. You may need to do things differently. You may need to take another route, but you don't give up on life. Life is a gift. Having a purpose will make you work towards that purpose, okay? And creating a spirit of not giving up is going to help you achieve the purpose that you have in this life. And if you don't have a purpose yet and you haven't found your purpose, you will eventually. Everybody does, okay? And continue to work through that. So develop a spirit of perseverance. Don't give up. Giving up is just not an option for you. Giving up is not an option, okay? Another thing, another belief that has helped me is developing a strong belief in myself, a confidence in my abilities, trusting my decisions, understanding that I am powerful, figuring out what is stopping me from my best self and tackling that. Okay? So make sure that you develop a strong belief in yourself. Establish confidence in yourself so that you can go after those things that you want to go after in life. It is very important that you trust your own abilities and trust your decisions. And if you don't have confidence, or you have very little confidence, you need to work on those things that are stopping you from having the confidence that you need to go after your dreams, after your goals, personal, professional, whatever it may be. You need to believe in yourself and your abilities. Okay, so having self-belief, having confidence, very important in order to have a strong mindset. You cannot have a strong mindset if you're constantly doubting yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in your strengths, if you don't believe in your abilities, you're going to have a hard time developing a strong mindset. So that's part of developing a strong mindset in life, okay? Another thing, taking accountability for past mistakes and learning from them, and not being ashamed or not victimizing yourself because of the mistakes that you made. Taking accountability of the mistakes that you made and not blaming others as well, okay? When you take accountability and you learn from your mistakes, you prepare yourself for your future, for the future ahead of you, for future adversities, for future problems. Just learn from your past. Don't be ashamed, because that shame will stop you from growing. Holding on to the shame, holding on to the guilt. No. Learn from your mistakes and keep your head up and walk proudly ahead, okay? Your mistakes are not your identity. There are things that were meant to happen for you to grow, for you to learn, for you to develop into a better human, okay? So that was another thing. Look for ways to improve yourself in all aspects of life. Make the best choices possible in everything. Make the best choices possible in everything, starting with the way that you eat. Your productivity during the day. I'm not saying you need to be a machine, but you do need to regulate. What are you doing during the day? Are you wasting your day away? What are you doing with your spare time? Are you doing things that are harming you instead of helping you? Are you wasting your life? Are you wasting your time scrolling through social media? Are you improving your health, mentally speaking, physically speaking? Are you listening to trash on YouTube or people that are feeding you mentally, spiritually? Make the best possible choices in every little thing, because sometimes the little things turn into the big things. If you eat trash every single day, you're eventually going to suffer because of it. If you keep toxic people around you, eventually it's going to take a toll on your mental health and on your physical health. If you're not exercising, and so on and so forth. Every little thing matters. Every little decision matters. It's going to have an impact on your life. So make sure that you're making good decisions in your life. Where are you moving? Where are you living? Where are your kids going to school? Who are your kids making friendships with? Who are your friends? Where do you work at? Everything matters. Every decision matters, okay? And once you create that habit of making good decisions throughout your life, you will become confident in your decision-making skills. Therefore, you will trust yourself when it comes down to making good choices in life. If you make a habit of making good decisions, okay? And learn to trust yourself because of it, okay? Moving on, stick to your convictions while respecting others and their convictions, okay? So don't be easily angered. Don't be easily shaken by too much criticism or too many compliments. A strong mind is a centered mind. A strong mind also knows it has limitations, and you don't know it all. So accept criticism, but don't let it disturb your peace, okay? Be open to correction in the areas that you know you need help or guidance. That will only make you a better person. So if you know that you know your strengths and what you're talking about, Don't change your mind by other people and their criticisms. If you know that, you know that you know. Now, if you know that there are things that you don't know and they're not your stronger areas, be open to learning. Be open to hearing people that are more versed, that are more intelligent, that are more experienced in a certain area that you are not, so that you can grow in that area, okay? Don't be so stubborn and so egotistical that you are not open to learning. Always be open to hearing a person out and learning, okay? That will only make you better as a human being. And your mind will be stronger, because a mind that learns, that's intelligent, that grows, that's open to growth, okay, and learning, is going to be a stronger mind than one who is a fool, who's not open to learning and growing. That's not a strong mind, because they're too weak to open up to other opinions, to other experiences, to other cultures, to other things, okay? You don't know everything. A strong mindset is open to learning every day, okay? And not be so proud to learning from other people, okay? Don't believe everything you think. Sometimes you're going to have negative thoughts. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to think, I may not be enough. You have to not believe those intrusive thoughts. You have to understand when those thoughts that sometimes may come from the outside, but sometimes they come from your own mind, okay? Don't believe everything that you're thinking, the negativity. Try to flip that. Overthinking creates unnecessary stress and fake scenarios. Sometimes we create a completely different story in our minds due to fear, due to trauma, due to past experiences, due to a lot of other things that have nothing to do with what's going on in reality. So try not to overthink, and try not to believe the negative thoughts, intrusive thoughts that may come from within your mind, or, through other people and their criticisms and their hate and their envy. Get rid of that, okay? Get rid of people who bring you down or treat you poorly. These people will lower your frequency and drain you out of your creative energy. And God knows you need that energy to have a strong mindset. You are not going to have a strong mindset if you're depleted. And guess who depletes you? Toxic individuals. People who are constantly criticizing you, putting you down, making you doubt yourself, telling you all of their business, all of their problems, always asking you for money, always having some drama going on. That drains your energy which you need to create, to be healthy, to run, to exercise, to start a diet plan. God knows you need your energy. Preserve your energy. Get rid of people who drain you of your energy and treat you poorly. You don't need that type of energy in your life. A strong mind is a focused mind. Avoid too many distractions and stick to a plan of progression and productivity for your personal and professional life. Don't waste too much time on people that are not worth it, on trashy media, trashy TV, negativity. Goals are rarely achieved when our minds are all over the place, or we allow bad habits and addictions to hinder our progress. Drugs, too much alcohol, too much social media, too much of anything is not good. Addictions are not good. Addictions, anything that you are addicted to and spend way too much of your time doing, is not good. You have to have a balanced life and make sure that you are dedicating time and energy to the things that really matter, to the things that really fill your heart with joy, to the things that give you purpose, to the things that fuel you with energy, to the things that give you life, that give you joy, that make life richer. So that is my video for today. I hope that someone could benefit from it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.